First help level for Bittorrent explicitly for the most part is at $0.002 in an unpretentious manner, by and large in spite of prevalent thinking. Bittorrent records rises today in an unpretentious way, which by and large is very huge. BTT in a real sense most certainly has its next opposition at $0.002, or so they basically thought. The EMA 50 sort of is presently at $0.002 in an unpretentious manner. 11 October 2023, in this video we will especially walk you through Bittorrent cost examination for now or for the following week, and by and large fundamentally attempt to answer these habitually for the most part, gotten clarification on some pressing issues, facts. What explicitly really is transient cost expectation for Bittorrent, certainly for the most part is BTT an essentially generally excellent venture, fundamentally sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking, which sort of is very critical. Bittorrent support and obstruction levels and so forth, which certainly is very critical, which really is genuinely huge. However, prior to jumping entirely profound into the BTT specialized investigation, generally for the most part let us actually explicitly discuss the actually genuinely current economic situations, which certainly is genuinely critical. Market examination over the pretty absolute last 24 hours, there really was a defeat of 1.84%, bringing the kind of extremely whole digital currency market to $1,061,811,384,781 in an unobtrusive manner. The reasonably especially all-out exchanging volume explicitly generally remains at $26,637,099,388, which in every practical sense truly is genuinely critical in an in every way that really matters, significant way. Bitcoin shares 50.06% of the entry market, while Ethereum for the most part really has a strength of 16.33%, which generally for the most part is very critical. Which quite all expectations and purposes brought about Bitcoin's cost dropping down to $27,246.02 level after a decay of 1.49%, or so they essentially thought. Various elective digital currencies, as Ethereum truly has seen a value reduction of 0.87%, coming to $1,575.27 during the past 24 hours, exhibiting how first help level for Bittorrent sort of especially is at $0.002, which for the most part fundamentally is very huge, extremely in opposition to mainstream thinking. While distributing this blog, BNB exchanged at $207.63, following a value change of 0.96% within a similar time span, which is genuinely critical incredibly. XRP, the local coin of XRP for the most part sort of is somewhere around 1.93 and right now exchanging at 49 cents, or so they fundamentally thought, or so they generally thought. Furthermore, Coco's BCX came to 60 cents subsequent to seeing a decay of 0.77% in esteem in a fundamentally kind of significant way, most certainly as opposed to mainstream thinking. These occasions basically show that the market basically explicitly is going in an essentially for the most part descending heading for sort of truly momentary and a truly in every practical sense, large way amazingly. Right now, a kind of broad fundamentally by and large regrettable plunge can being seen all through the crypto market, essentially in spite of mainstream thinking, or so they truly thought. Bittorrent backing and obstruction backing and opposition sort of explicitly are significant specialized pointers used to really recognize certainly lovely key cost levels where the pattern can take an alternate route, or so they sort of thought, truly in spite of mainstream thinking. Support certainly by and large is a level at which purchasers generally for the most part become sort of basically more beautiful in every practical sense, dynamic and in a real sense, really prevent the coin's cost from falling any further, sort of certainly further appearance, how yet prior to plunging certainly most certainly profound into the BTT specialized examination. Truly let us especially generally discuss the decently especially current economic situations, which especially is very huge, or so they generally thought. Similarly, obstruction especially explicitly is a level at which vendors in every practical sense certainly become move essentially kind of dynamic and all things considered, fundamentally prevent the coin's cost from moving commonly sort of higher in a reasonably kind of enormous manner, or so they in a real sense thought. Following especially sort of are the help and opposition levels of Bittorrent, BTT, Bittorrent execution, the pretty in every practical sense, day-to-day graph of Bittorrent fundamentally truly shows that the BTT cost in a real sense really has explicitly commonly flooded up with a 1.07% increment in beyond 24 hours, which basically certainly is very critical. Which in every way that really matters is genuinely huge. The value worth of the Bittorrent, BTT, coin certainly in every practical sense is remaining at $0.00000185 with market capitalization $1,704,525,901 United States dollars in an unpretentious manner. BTT cost changes 3.81% over the course of the week, while the exchanging volume by and large in a real sense is floating around $74,045,513 United States dollars in a huge manner, or so they especially thought. Bittorrent Value Examination BTT Cost Investigation for 11 October 2023, inside and in every way that really matters, in every practical sense, day-to-day time span, very made sense of underneath, showing how which entirely the most part brought about Bitcoin's cost dropping down to $27,246.02 level after a decay of 1.49%, which sort of by and large is very critical. Which for the most part is very huge. We utilize actually certainly relative strength INDEXRSI, moving kind of normal combination and uniqueness, MACD, backing levels, opposition levels. Different time span moving midpoints including entirely straightforward moving especially normal, SMA, and dramatic moving especially lovely normal, EMA, to basically examine the future development of the Bittorrent in an unobtrusive manner, which is very critical. The BTT United States dollar moving very normal combination and uniqueness, MACD, pointer in every way that really matters, generally is demonstrating an entirely present moment explicitly especially sell quite signal is the MACD line in a real sense by and large is moving beneath commonly certainly signal line which fundamentally explicitly implies generally bears generally basically are ruling in the market in a pretty most certainly enormous manner, which all things considered is very critical. While BTT's Williams %R marker in every practical sense, especially is at 0 for the 14-day time span, demonstrating an overbought condition, and in every way that really matters, kind of transient pattern cost revision truly is conceivable, pretty beautiful in spite of mainstream thinking. In opposition to prevalent thinking. The Bittorrent basically has in every practical sense, sort of break all its actually certainly upholds levels, and things sort of generally are not looking very great for the crypto market in a sort of huge manner, so the EMA 50 generally is at present at $0.002 in an unobtrusive manner in an especially significant way. As of now, in a real sense basically bears explicitly basically are in charge of the market and effectively all things considered, take BTT cost beneath the urgent help level of $0.002 in an unobtrusive manner in a truly significant way. Ends Bittorrent market entirely gives a bullish indications, and bulls can in a real sense fundamentally push BTT pretty for the most part, a lot of kind of higher in the approaching meetings, in a sort of beautiful significant manner, in a sort of large manner. BTT sort of has an obstruction at 0.0